Good morning, guys. So today we're going to be changing a few relays. This is a Paragon kiln, and these are my relays, and I had one of them get stuck during a firing. So the first thing that I'm going to do is outside here there are 4 screws that I'm going to take out. The point is that we want to be able to get this panel out a little bit so we can work on it easier. So all I do is just take a regular regular tool, nothing special, and just unscrew them. All right. I already have 2 of them out, so I'm just getting the other 2. Nothing too exciting here. And what this does is it frees up this board here to which everything else is attached. Okay, I might just not even take it out all the way. I just need it to be able to swing out so I can access the back. See how far it lets me. I'll probably end up taking it out. I don't know if you can see, but there are screws here that I will need to be able to get out. Okay. So put these away. Okay. And so the next thing that I will do, I'm not an electrician, so I don't know what these wires are. So my idea is just to take a new relay, literally line it up, reattach all these guys to the new relay, then unscrew these bolts, throw away the empty old relay, and screw in the new one. And that will be all I will do. So, let's see. This thing is a little heavy. Usually, now of course your kiln is unplugged when you do this, right? Completely out of the socket, like nothing is connected. Let's see if I can wiggle them free. They're a little rusty, my kiln is outside. It's coming loose. All I'm doing is just pulling back. See? This one came loose. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my new relay and I'm gonna see where this one was and put it on all the way, just like they have them here. I'm just gonna copy exactly what they had. That's all. And I'm going to do it with every single one of these wires, okay? Here's a little close-up of changing one of these brackets. So I'm gonna take this guy here and put it on a corresponding piece right here. And I like to use pliers just so I can wiggle a little easier. My kiln has been outside, so the weather does cause some corrosion. Here it's off, and you're gonna put it right onto the new one. Let's see if I can do it one-handed. You have to make sure that it goes all the way in. Okay, and that's all it is, and you repeat it with every single wire. All the wires are transferred to the new relay, and I'm just going to go ahead and unscrew the old relay and throw it out. There are 2 screws. There's one here and one on the back over there that you need to get. Okay, so now I have all the wires transferred to the new box. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this panel and take off the old box. There's screws here. Unscrew them and toss it in the garbage. Okay, just a regular, looks like a Phillips head or something. Yep. So I'm just gonna take off the old relay, toss it, take the new box, put it right back on where the old one was, and screw that in. Super simple. All right, we have both new relays are secured in, and now it's time to put this panel back up with the screws that we took out. Remember the 4 screws at the beginning? They go right back in. Almost done. Just finding the holes for the screws. See if I got it right here? And just screw it in. There we go. And one more. Now these are just holding it in place. some reason you lost a screw, it's not really a cause of panic, they're not conducting anything. They're just holding the panel in place, but it's nice to have all four of them, of course. You definitely don't want anything falling out during firing. That would be bad. Okay, so we have your new relays put in. All the wires have been reconnected into their exact spots. The new relays have been secured in by these two bolts. You had to take off the panel just to access these bolts. That's the only reason why. At least in this kiln, you have to do that. So they're secured in, everything is reconnected. You want to make sure that none of your wires are crossing or touching. And I don't mean where they're insulated, I mean like where there's naked metal here. You don't want like one of these black wires to be touching, this metal here, because in case if there's a problem with insulation, they could conduct. And that would be bad, you would short out probably a motherboard. I'm not an electrician, that's just my guess, that's what would happen. And you want to make sure that all of these pushed in all the way. Like I just felt this one pushing a little bit more. Any bad contact will result in extra heat, and that could potentially cause a fire. I'm definitely feeling the move. I think while I was securing the relay, some of them have gotten a little loose. So you definitely want to make sure that you push them in. And if you've gotten any of these brackets loose, you may even want to take your pliers, and just squeeze them back into tightness. But you shouldn't have to really. I mean, they should be pretty tight as it is. So you just want to make sure every single one of them is pushed in all the way. You don't want to have any loose wires. You want to have them all in their right spots, both on which wire it is and how far it's been pushed in. Okay, and I think we're ready to go. Now my kiln has two brand new relays, and it's ready to fire again. I hope that was helpful, and definitely ask me any questions. Anything super complicated, I will send you to an electrician, because all I'm doing is I took what they had and I just transferred it over to the new ones in exactly the same way as they had it originally. That's all I did. Alrighty guys, have a great day, wish me luck, I'm gonna fire it up.